Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be dedicating to some of the initial steps that I'm taking to improve my fertility and to improve my quality of life in order to have better egg quality and have better chances of getting pregnant again and having a full-time healthy pregnancy. Sorry about my hair. I am going to be talking to you today about food supplements and what type of food supplements I'm currently taking in order to improve my general well-being and the general processes within my body. So you can see over here on my left-hand side, my friends, the CoQ10 and the Inositol Supplement. And first of all, I would like to let you know that I have absolutely no affiliation with any of the brands of food supplements that I will be reviewing today and I'll be presenting to you. This is just, my thoughts and what I am currently taking. And another disclaimer that I would like to make is that I am not a doctor and I am by no means telling you that you should be taking those supplements or not. Some of them have been prescribed to me by a fertility doctor when I went on my appointment that I told you about in my previous video. Which, by the way, I am going to link down in the description box below, which was describing my miscarriage story. So when I went on my fertility treatment, I did have a couple of those prescribed. And to be honest with you, there's so many food supplements that are being related to fertility and infertility issues. I would like to again continue with my disclaimer that I am not a doctor. I am not by any means promoting those supplements to you. I'm just telling you what I have been prescribed and told and what I have also come across on my research as a pharmacist and on my clinical research job, because I do have access to, and everyone does have access to clinical trial data that's public. You can go and review that. I am going to be talking to you about 10 of the most popular food supplements that are being taken for infertility issues. Yeah. Okay, thank you. First up is the vitamin D supplement. That's the vitamin D3 supplement that I'm currently taking. So basically, vitamin D3 or cholecalciferol is highly recommended for when you're trying to get pregnant, or even just because the general population at these times that we're spending so much time inside and so much time indoors is hugely depleted of vitamin D3, and the vitamin D deficiency is way more common than we're actually thinking and we're actually acknowledging, even because even for me, I'm living in a country that has relatively long summer and relatively many sunny days. In some regions of the country of Bulgaria where I'm based in, we do have 300 sunny days a year, which is quite a lot of sunlight. And still, when I went to check my vitamin D3 levels, I was on the bottom limit of the range. So with this regard, if you are lacking vitamin D, you need to supplement it. And as now we are not having that much exposure to sunlight because we're locked inside, it is recommended that you do take vitamin D3 even if you're not trying to get pregnant. But in particular, with trying to conceive, the relation between vitamin D3 and fertility is not conclusive. However, several studies have found that vitamin D blood levels within the normal range are associated with higher pregnancy rates. And 2 studies have found that among populations of mostly Caucasian and non-Hispanic white women, those with the normal vitamin D3 levels are 4 times more likely to get pregnant through IVF, which I am not currently on, and I'm not currently on that path, but just because the study is studying IVF treatments. So I think it's kind of worth a try. So yeah, I've been given a 2,000 international units a day dosage of vitamin D3. Basically, previously the recommended daily dose was 400 international units. However, due to the high spread of vitamin D3 deficiency and due to the fact that people are really depleted of vitamin D, the daily recommended dosage is being reassessed currently as not sufficient. So I am taking 2,000 international units a day, and whilst I had been taking 400 international units a day for the past 2 months before I got tested, and I was on the very bottom line. So yeah, now with 2,000 international units, I am still to test. I still don't know how my levels are moving, but yeah, I'll let you know once that I do know that. Next up is a vitamin B12 supplement. So that is also a vitamin that people are generally lacking, for the most part people who are living on a plant-based diet, which was my case before I got pregnant and while I was on my first month of pregnancy. So that is why I started taking vitamin B12 supplement, even though when I tested for vitamin B12 levels, I was not depleted. I was in the normal ranges, however, on the lower side. So I decided to take a vitamin B12 supplement just because it is recommended for people who are eating a plant-based diet in general. Apart from that, there are reports that are mentioning that women who are deficient in vitamin B12 develop temporary infertility, which is reverted once that women go on vitamin B12 treatment. So I am currently taking a 1000 micrograms supplement, and I'm feeling the boost of energy and I'm feeling a lot more uplifted, which is generally a benefit. So yeah, I'll just continue taking that for some time to see how I feel about it, and yeah, and let you know how it works. Next up is a CoQ10 supplement, and this specifically is the now 60 milligrams CoQ10. I am not using the really big dosages. However, for women who are trying to conceive, the dosage, the recommended daily dose is of 300 to 600 milligrams. I'm currently taking only 120, so I'm taking 2 of those a day, but I am thinking of increasing my CoQ10 intake. Basically, I'm taking such a dose because I'm taking many other antioxidants as well, as resveratrol and N-acetylcysteine, which I'm going to be talking to you about a little bit later. But yeah, just in general, this is a very, very powerful source of energy for the mitochondria in the cells. And because your eggs and the embryo needs energy that is supplied by the mitochondria at that point, the CoQ10 improves the energy exchange processes within the cells, and it actually boosts egg quality. So especially as we do age, our body's abilities to produce CoQ10 declines with age. I am aging, and as you know, every human being is aging. My body is getting less efficient in producing CoQ10, so that's then lacking in my eggs and in my ovaries, which then leads to eggs that are very, very less efficient in producing energy. And this reduced energy production can then lead to reduced fertilization rates and early embryo loss. So it is usually recommended to women over 35 years of age. However, I am taking it because I do have a slightly depleted ovarian reserve and lower quality eggs. Women who are taking a CoQ10 supplement in order to improve chances of getting pregnant must stop taking it once they do get pregnant, because the effects of CoQ10 on the embryo are not well enough studied. And basically, you shouldn't also be taking it if you are on warfarin medication, warfarin being a drug that is used to thin your blood. If you're thinking of when to start taking CoQ10, any time is a good enough time to start, because usually the eggs take up to 3-4 months to mature in the ovaries before they're released for fertilization. So it's a good idea to start thinking in advance. And actually, when women are going through IVF cycles as well, there is at least a 3 to 4 months preparation period, and that is to make sure that the eggs are the healthiest and the most fit in order for the IVF cycle to be successful and for successful pregnancy to occur. So the good news is that CoQ10 also benefits all the other cells in your body apart from your, egg cells or sperm cells. And yeah, once you start taking CoQ10, you might want to continue taking it up until you get pregnant, and then stop it as advised by your doctor. One downside to the CoQ10 supplement is that it is very expensive. So next up is the Gerald fish oil, or the omega-3 fatty acids. So this supplement has been proven through the years to be very beneficial to fertility, especially in men, because it helps boost sperm cell production and motility. It contains an acid which is called DHEA, which is especially beneficial in men fertility issues. However, DHEA has also been proven to be effective with women's fertility issues as well. So I'm taking the 1000 milligrams of fish oil supplement, which is the equivalent of 120 milligrams milligrams DHA and 180 milligrams EPA, you can definitely get enough of your omega-3 fatty acids income from oily fish and nuts. The World Health Organization has now revised its advice to pregnant women to reduce their fish intake, which is actually a very reasonable revision on that recommendation, because otherwise there is literally no way to get enough of these essential acids from dietary intake only, apart from taking supplements, of course. So DHA has also been proven to improve ovulation rates, and consumption of DHA has shown an increase in progesterone production. Progesterone being the, as you're well aware of, one of the main female hormones. Next up is DHEA Supplement. There you go. Or dehydroepiandrosterone. There, I said it. Dehydroepiandrosterone. Right, so this is a very well tolerated male hormone, which is being taken by both males and females in terms of different conditions. So according to clinical research, DHA has been proven to improve ovarian function, increase pregnancy rates, and decrease aneuploidies, which are genetic defects on the embryo, which might lead to early death of the embryo or to development of fetuses with genetic defects. And DHEA over time has proven to greatly improve ovarian reserves. So this mild and very well tolerated male hormone has shown effective to reverse the aging effects on the ovaries, which is amazing because, my ex might not be 32 anymore. Who knows? And the good thing about this is that it acts both for physiological aging, the natural aging of the organism and the eggs as well as a secondary reason. For example, depleted ovarian reserve for any type of secondary reason coming from the pituitary gland or the hypothalamus. Which is making your ovaries not work adequately. DHEA has also been postulated to greatly increase embryo quality, pregnancy rates, and to decrease conception times and miscarriage rates. It has also been very well tested because it's been tested for the past 20 years and there is already enough clinical data. So yeah, good stuff. So next up is NAC, as I'm calling it, or N-acetylcysteine. This is a precursor to one of the most powerful antioxidants produced in the human body, which is called glutathione, and with age that decreases in the organism. So with this regard, it has shown to be hugely effective in women. Glutathione helping protect the eggs and improving egg quality. You might be, very well tempted into taking glutathione itself. It is available on the market. A glutathione supplement is available on the market. I've taken it before. However, glutathione is not that easily digested and absorbed by the body, whilst when you're taking N-acetylcysteine, even though it is not the glutathione, it helps increase the levels of glutathione in the body more than if you take the glutathione supplement itself, if that makes any sense. This is actually one of the 3 main amino acids that are needed for the organism to make up for glutathione. One of them is cysteine, and this is its N-acetyl form. So this is in the organism, it breaks down into cysteine, which then makes up for glutathione. And the other 2 are, of course, glycine and glutamine. This one also contains selenium and molybdenum, which are also powerful antioxidants for the body. So glutathione is necessary for the proper maintenance and healing of all cells and for liver detoxification as well. So it is not beneficial only to pregnancy, it is also beneficial to your entire body, which is actually one of the main goals and one of the main reasons for supplementation during the trying to conceive process as well, to boost the whole organism and to improve endurance and to make it healthier and suitable for carrying a healthy pregnancy. So next up is natural resveratrol, and this is one of my favorites because this is actually red wine extract. Yeah, really. And the good thing about this is that it is again a very, very powerful antioxidant. So resveratrol is one of the most powerful free radical reduction antioxidants found in nature, and also it's one of the reasons, one of the possible reasons. It's not, of course, 100% proven, but it is one of the possible reasons why people from regions that culturally do consume more red wine, like for example, France, Spain, Italy, Australia, do have fewer incidence of cardiovascular disease, even though they are exposed to other risks as well. So yeah, it again is very much recommended for women who are having diminished ovarian reserve, polycystic ovary syndrome, or endometriosis. It has been well known for its anti-aging and anti-cancer properties, which again is yay. Resveratrol might be effective in increasing fertility due to improving egg quality and maturation rates, which both are diminished and problem in PCOS. In clinical studies, resveratrol is usually very well tolerated, and it is well used in combination with the other, fertility super supplements like the N-acetylcysteine and the Inositol Supplement. But, not any supplement can be as effective as a fertility diet, which I'm going to be making a separate video, so stay tuned for that as well. So next up, we are having an Inositol supplement as well. So you may well know that inositol is one of the supplements that is being counted for its beneficial effects on fertility as well, especially for women who are suffering with PCOS. It helps metabolize sugars better. It helps increase the cell's sensitivity to insulin. There are actually two forms of inositol available, and you can either take one of the two or a combination of the two. So in my case, I am taking a combination of the two. So those are myo-inositol and D-hydroinositol, and this one contains folic acid as well, which I am also listing here in this review of fertility boosting supplements. So it is usually being administered in 1000 to 2000 milligrams a day. Currently I am taking a 2000 and I am decreasing it to 1000. I have been taking inositol ever since ever since July 2020, and I swear by it because seriously, within 2 months of taking inositol, I got pregnant naturally, and this is something that I never thought that would happen, but it did. And the good thing about this is that it is all natural. I was taking it even when I was pregnant, so I was taking it of a 2000 milligrams a day before I got pregnant. Then I got to 1000 a day. Then a couple of weeks after my miscarriage, I stopped taking it, and now I'm on it again. I've started taking it again on sometime in December last year, and I am just waiting to see what's going to happen next, because I'm really swearing by it, guys. Like I definitely believe that I got pregnant because of this supplement the first time. Next up is metformin. I am taking metformin as well, and I was taking a combination of metformin and the inositol supplement when I was trying to get pregnant the first time. So metformin can help you improve your ovulation rates, which can help you get pregnant, and its benefits actually extend while you're pregnant and after that. So it can help avoid the development of diabetes type 2 during pregnancy, and it can also help women who are struggling to lose the weight that they've gained during pregnancy afterwards. The metformin can really be used for the treatment of infertility, but this is an off-label use, which means that this is not the primary use of metformin as it is prescribed by doctors. It is usually prescribed for the treatment of pre-diabetic metabolic syndrome or for diabetes, and the treatment with metformin is actually much more effective when it is combined with other supplements lowering insulin levels, and with dietary changes that are lowering insulin levels as well. So a low carb diet, and yeah, that's something that I can again say as of experience, that once that I started eating so many carbs, because oh my god, guys, I was living off carbs. Like I would have cereal or a cereal bar and coffee with sugar for breakfast, and then I would have pasta salad or a sandwich for lunch, and then I would have a jacket potato or pasta again for dinner. So that's so many carbs, and I was thinking that it's healthy because I was making it, I was cooking it healthy. I wasn't, you know, adding any excessive amounts of fats or any kinds of processed foods to that. But yeah, again, when I stopped eating that many carbs, I just felt an immediate difference. Like the first couple of days I was feeling so tired and so down all the time, but then yeah, things hugely improved, and I'm so grateful that I started following that type of lifestyle and that type of food regimen, which has not been for that long, by the way. It's been just a couple of weeks actually after the Christmas break. So I'm kind of one of those people that is falling off the wagon when dieting and when, you know, following any types of food regimens. So that's probably my third or fourth attempt to go on a low carb diet, but I'm obsessed with fruit. Like, I love fruit so much, and I'm usually snacking on fruit, which is not really the point when you're trying to go on a low carb diet, but you know, oh well. And while eating a primarily plant-based diet as of before, it was a little bit harder to go on a very low carb diet, but now I think that I'm getting good at this. And then next up, 10th and probably one of the most important one, is to actually be taking folic acid supplements. In my case, I'm taking the folic acid through my Inositol supplement, because this is a combination of myo-inositol, D-hydroinositol, and folic acid. And you know, I'm just taking 2 of those capsules a day, and that's it. So I'm not taking a separate capsule for folic acid. Any prenatal vitamin actually does have enough folic acid, and also there are so many options when you're looking for a folic acid supplement. You can either have a folic acid or a folate supplement, and this is very important to know if you can actually metabolize folic acid, or if you do need to take folate instead of folic acid. Because with some women, it is a type of a genetic, not disorder, but like a genetic condition when you cannot really metabolize the form of folic acid, which is contained in folic acid supplements, which can cause recurring miscarriages and issues with the embryo. And this can be a reason for recurrent miscarriages as well. And then in this case, it is good for women to go on a folate supplement, or for another form of folic acid, which is actually metabolized better in this case. So apart from taking folate prior and, you know, as soon as you find out you're pregnant, in order to avoid any issues with the embryo, it can actually also help boost fertility, which is amazing. So yeah, with this regard, the dosage is the same as with the supplementation during pregnancy. So that's about 400 to 600 micrograms daily. Actually, studies have shown that women trying to conceive had somehow higher success pregnancy rates when they were taking folic acid supplements. So that was probably the first part of my supplements boosting fertility videos. I know this is quite a lot of information, and I know those are quite a lot of supplements. And oh my god, aren't they expensive? Like when you're going on this journey and you know, buying supplements, going to acupuncture, going to doctor's appointments, going to fertility clinics and stuff like that, this can get really overwhelming, stressful, and expensive. So I would definitely recommend you do your research, you know, research your options. There are so many options out there. I am really happy with my choices, and I in general really like the Now and Pure Nutrition supplements. And I have, as mentioned in the very beginning of this video as well, absolutely no affiliation with any of those brands. It's just what I'm taking, and you know, I'm just trying to see how it works out. And yeah, definitely let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because there are going to be so many more informative videos like this. And yeah, if you want to know anything else for my fertility journey and for, you know, the research that I'm doing, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll try and accommodate for any types of fertility issues videos, because that's where I'm at the moment. And thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for being on my channel. I hope that this was helpful and well informative for you. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.